Hello friends, welcome to Easy Stamping 123. Let's make a card together with only 3 things. All you need are stamps, paper, and ink. And I'm Karina Chan and I'm going to show you how to do this very quickly. So this is episode 88. I can't believe we've had 88 sketches. So this one will be a really easy one this week. We're just doing some torn edges, which is one of the first techniques I ever learned when I started stamping. But to me, it was magical. I'm like, wow, you can tear paper. It's super cool. And because we have the brand new two-tone cardstock, it makes it really easy. Now, it's not brand new, but it's newer to me. I haven't played with it a lot. So welcome today. I normally go on at 7:30 Wednesday evenings, but my dad's coming for supper tonight. I'm cooking and I just figured that's cutting it really close, so I better do it today while I have time. So hopefully you're watching the replay. Let me know what you think of the card today and what you think of the series, and stamp along with me. And if you go hashtag easy stamping 123, then I can see what you make and I can spotlight that as well. Okay, so let's go down to my card sketch, which is here. And pretty simple today. Now, normally I spin a wheel and roll a dice, but I'm not going to do that because I really still want to play with. I played with this last week. This will be my last card made with the Coneflower Celebrations. I've been playing with this a lot. This was the card sketch last week that we made with it. And I'm going to do one more, kind of similar colors. I don't know why I like these colors. I really do. I did a yellow flower this time. I just think it's really fun to play with. And I wanted to use my two-tone cardstock, and I'm doing a two-tone cardstock share where you can get all 50 colors, 2 sheets each in every color for $115, or you can just get a color family for $23. I have some color family spots left. I have one spot left at $115, but I'm really limited as to my colors that I have because the ones that I have just came from the catalog. You can see I got Turtley Sweet two-tone cardstock. They're $16.50. And how many sheets do you get? You get 12 sheets. So my share is 23, which is a little more, but you get 20 sheets. So it's a pretty good deal. I'm going to have to spend the weekend sorting all this paper. Well, hopefully it comes in by Friday. Who knows? And then I also had, what is this? Celebrate Together. So I'm kind of limited for my colors, but I wanted grass and I wanted a sky. So I pulled the Granny Apple Green from Turtley Sweet, and I'm pulling the Pool Party from Celebrate Together. So if you just want to try experiment with it, you don't have to buy like a whole pack. It's pretty simple. So these are the kind of pieces I have, and this is what I'm going to play with. Now let's see if anything else kind of matches these colors. I'm just kind of curious. Still has to go in my album, which I haven't done yet. I don't know. Next year, will I have it done next year? Who knows? Okay, I'm looking for Pool Party. Yell if you see Pool Party on here. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Joy. How are you? Oh, I know why I'm not also doing my video tonight, because today is the scrapbooking day. I think it starts at 2 o'clock, so I wanted to watch that. I paid, I think it was like $340 to be part of the Stampin' Up scrapbooking workshop. So I want to try to do a couple pages, and then I'm going to get together with my friend Cindy on the weekend and we'll finish it up. So I knew there was another reason I'm doing this early. Plus my dad, I'm cooking dinner. Okay, here we go. Pool Party. So it says Pool Party, Daffodil Delight, and Bubble Bath. Pool Party, Old Olive, Basic Beige. I don't want a beige coneflower. That's kind of boring. But so I'm kind of working with Pool Party. I did Lemon Lolly, I think, and Granny Apple Green. That's pretty close. But it just gives you an idea when you're brand new of some suggestions for the color combos, right? And it's got all 50 colors, all 50 colors. So I got to chop these up. See, I made little marks here. They seem to be wider than they were last year. I don't know. I'm going to put them in my album though. It makes it nice. Okay, let's get started. So I think I'm going to have a card base that is Pool Party. Hello, Inez. How are you doing? Are you having a good summer? I try to see what my friends are up to on Facebook, but I haven't had time lately. I haven't really done a heck of a lot. Oh, I know. I'm prepping for my Christmas card class. Look at this, you guys. I've got some of the cards done, right? But I changed it so that the ornament will open up to make it a little fancier. So I've got 3 cards cut, and this is on, I think, the 27th, whatever that Sunday is. So that's what I worked on last night while I was binge watching shows. Does anybody else binge watch Netflix? Or I'm actually into Apple TV right now. Okay, let me see here. It's easier if I watch what I'm doing so I can see if I'm on the screen. Ooh, and look at, I got this button. Ooh, I can do picture in picture. I don't know, isn't that annoying? I'll see. Maybe I'll turn that off. Okay, right now I can do it though. So I've got my card base. All I did was chop the paper in half, and I get 2 card bases, and then you're just gonna fold it in half. Or I like to use the light gray scoring blade on my paper trimmer because it makes a nice little score mark. And I like to put my bump in. Everybody does it differently. And then based on my card sketch, I need some kind of layer. So I think I'm going to do a layer of white, which would be 4 inches by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. See, now I have to stand up because all my paper's behind me up there. If things aren't close to me, I don't use them. I don't know about you, but that's just the way I roll. I'm a lazy stamper. I don't want to leave my desk or my table, I guess. It's a big table. Okay, so I'm cutting this down to 3 3. Oh, did I say 3 3/4 by? No, I want 4. 4 by 5 1/4. So let's get this cut. See, when I put myself picture in picture, I have to worry about what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. And then this layer, let's make this 3 3/4. I think by 2 1/4. 3 3/4 by 2 1/4. Now there's no right or wrong way to do this. Oops, oops, oops. What happened there? Well, we better tear that edge. Okay, so this is 3 3/4. Does that work? Yeah, I think so. If not, I'll cut more paper. I've got lots of this paper. And it's a lot lighter. And it's also two-tone. Can you see how this side's darker? And this side's lighter, so you can kind of pick the color that you want. So I like that. That's kind of fun. Okay, so I'm cutting this down to 3 3/4. Okay, let's see what I'm working with here. We got this. We've got some blue sky. We've got some green grass. And, where's my card sketch? Right here. That's my old card I was looking at. And I think I'm going to tear it this way, and I want the white core to show. I think I'm going to do the lighter blue. No, I'll do the darker blue. We've got a really blue sky today, and I feel like I want to put clouds. I have a cloud punch somewhere. Okay, let's tear this because I really want to showcase this beautiful white core. And then let's have this one be wider. Yeah, if I want this one to be wider, I have to cut it this way. Yeah, I think I'm going to go this way. Okay, again, we will pull this. Uh-oh, I'm not getting my white core. I got to pull it towards me. Okay, that's a good note. You got to pull it towards you if you want the white core to show. See, I ripped it the other way, no white core, but yeah, what's the point of having this paper if there's no white core showing? Okay, so let's just go like this. Wow, not a lot of grass left. So you got to pull it towards you. Well, that was good. And let's just go like this. Okay, there. I got my white core. My white core is there. My white core is here. Okay, let's move this paper. And you know, you could actually, because it's darker and lighter, you could like have a double layer if you wanted to. I don't know, what would that look like? Just checking. I don't think I want to do that. But look, you can actually have a double layer, which is kind of cool too if you want, right? But no, we're going to have a nice clean card today. Now, I've got some ink pads. They are Pool Party, Granny Apple Green, and Lemon Lolly. So first of all, let's get my green ink pad. And I'm going to stamp some dots on my grass because I want a bit of texture. Let's see, I've got my stamps on a block already. Look how organized I am. And just a warning, Otto is in the room. Otto is in the building. Mr. Barky Pants today. Hopefully he won't be too noisy. Now, I think, do I want to, decisions here. You know what? I think I'm going to add a bit of blue in the middle because this is too white for me. Let's get some blending brushes. So it says Lost Lagoon. Oh, well, it's now going to be Pool Party. It's blue. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so let's just kind of dab it off a bit. And I'm just going to go in the center of my card. Blending brushes are a really good investment if you are a newer stamper because you can actually wash them in the sink after you use them. And it's a great way to color your flowers and stuff too if you want. I'm going to use mine to color my big flowers because I really like this stamp, but I don't necessarily want to sit and color a whole bunch of things. Okay, and we're just going to add a little bit of green glue. The other product I really love is the Stampin' Seal Plus. You got to be careful with basic white cardstock though, because sometimes it does tear it. Now, oh, I hope this is going to be okay. Should I put a stem here? Maybe I should put a stem down here. Where's my stem? Yeah, we're going to do a stem. And I need a black ink pad. Okay, let's see how this works and how pretty this card is going to turn out. I'm going to put one right about here. Okay, and then we'll put this one down. Oops. Oops, you got to say at least oops once, right, when you're stamping. It's a rule. Oh, look, that's not going to work now. Because now I got a stem showing through the bottom. I think I'm just going to go with it. Yeah, I didn't think about that. No problem, though. Okay, now I need to color that stem with something. So I've either got Stampin' Up markers or I've got alcohol markers. So I think I'll use an alcohol marker right now. Now, because I have my stem kind of going over, I'm just going to go with it. You know, and then let's just make a nice little line here to kind of go like this to make it look like, wow, she really did want to add that stem going past the line. And then we have more grass, and then it looks a little more artistic, like I meant to do that. But I still have a little bit of white for my matte border. Can you guys see that? My lighting's not very good today. Okay, so I have that. Now we need some cone flowers. So what are we going to stamp our cone flowers in? I've got some white here from before. Let's stamp, I think I'm going to stamp another stem. I think let's do 2 cone flowers today. Ooh, I haven't done a card with 2 cone flowers yet. Okay, let's move this out of the way for now. And I like to ink my big stamps upside down. I just feel like I get better coverage and I can actually see what part of the stamp is inked. Can you guys hear that? We have a mini schnauzer scratching. At least he's not eating my stuff. He was mad. I think he wants lunch. He thinks it's lunchtime. It's not yet. It's not noon. But he's pretty persistent when he's hungry. I mean, I guess you can't blame him, right? Okay, I need to put, let's just kind of angle this. And then I'll stamp my stem. But see, you get a nice, crisp, clear image. As opposed to doing this, you're kind of guessing. Kind of guessing how you're inking it up. Okay, who has the Coneflower Celebration stamp set and has played with it? It's back in stock. Brenda's here. Hello, Brenda. How are you today? I guess you'll be picking something up from my house soon. And then we have, is it Millie? Welcome, Millie. Thank you for joining me today from VA. Okay, this is going to sound terrible. I'm assuming that's, is it Vermont or Virginia? Dogs always think it's lunchtime. You're right. Dogs do always think it's lunchtime. Okay, guys, I hope you've got this set, and I hope you're stamping along with me. I've got to take a look at my video more and make sure I'm in the frame of the video, because that's kind of annoying otherwise, right? Okay, we're going to have a lemon lolly flower today. And I'm just moving this out of the way because I can see ink disaster happening. I'm just going to tap that off a bit. And we're just going to apply some color. I'm cutting it out. So this is a really fast way to color your flowers. But you have to tap it off first. Otherwise, you get a big ink smudge in the center of your project or your flower. And once you have too much ink on there, it's kind of hard to get rid of it. Okay, except I'm pouncing now as I say that. Okay, I'm breaking my own rule, but see, I just want to add a bit darker color in here because this video is about stamps, paper, and ink, so no die cutting. But see, doesn't that look nice? So you get two colors with your lemon lolly. Love lemon lolly, and I also really like that new yellow color. This escaped my mind. Not timid tiger. What's the yellow color, you guys? I need another brush. Not Starburst. Oh, it's going to drive me crazy. Now I have to go take a look. I'm adding some granny apple green to the top because I Googled some pictures of some of these cone flowers. And I thought it kind of had like a greeny center on the yellow flowers. So that's why I'm doing that. Oh, I have to check now. I know the yellow color. My little guy. Look at this cute little guy, right? Look at this. Okay, let's see. It is Darling Duckling. Yes, Darling Duckling's also a super nice color. Okay, so we're going to color this. And I'm just using the alcohol marker again. There is a light and a dark shade, but you're not going to see much of this, so I'm not going to really worry about it. Okay, let's cut these out really quick. Now I have a die. I'm so tempted to use a die, but I want to show you that really you can create beautiful cards with just the stamp set, just using paper, ink. Okay, I'm adding in blending brushes. I am adding in this marker, but I could have colored it as well with a blending brush. Our blending brushes come in these little guys and then the big guys. So I like the big size for doing like skies and backgrounds, and I like the little ones for adding more details to my images that I'm trying to color. And again, if you like coloring, then you can use your Stampin' Blends or whatever markers you have to color your flowers. I just find I make a lot of cards and it's very efficient and fast to color my images with a blending brush. You saw how quick that went. And almost done this one. This one's a little tricky, but it's cute, right? Okay, we'll put one there and then we'll cut out the other one. Okay, almost done. And I don't spend a lot of time cutting. I very rarely fussy cut. If there's a die, I am buying that die. In fact, I have two die cutting machines. Well, two Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines, two mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machines. And I have one old Big Shot that's kind of falling apart that I can't sell because I wouldn't want to sell it to anybody. It's such a mess. But I do occasionally, why did I have to pull it out the other day? Oh, I think my machines were at my all-day retreat, and then I needed to die cut something, but I needed a bigger base, so that's when I pulled it out and went, ooh, I still have it. Does anybody remember Mr. Dress Up? It was a kid show. I feel like my craft room sometimes is like Mr. Dress Up's tickle trunk, because when I clean up, it's like, ooh, pull this out. Ooh, pull this out. So fun, right? Okay, let's see how this is going. And then after this, after lunch, 2 o'clock, I get to do my scrapbooking retreat that Stampin' Up is putting on. So it's $340 in Canada, right? But you're making 12 double page layouts. So it's a really good value because it also has 2 stamp sets. There might be a few kits left. It's recorded on Facebook, so you can go back and watch the recording as much as you want in case you wanted to participate and you've already missed the sign up for it, right? You can still get your kit if there's some left, but I'm excited to make a couple pages and see how it turns out. I think we need a leaf, right? I think we need one leaf on here. Okay, I just need a scrap of white. Do I have a scrap of white? That is too small, I think. What about this one? Nope, that'll work. Let's add this. And we'll just cut it out and we'll just color it quick. I should be adding some shading on this, but I'm not going to. There. I just feel like we need a leaf on my project. But isn't this coming along really, really cute? Coming along well. Okay. And here we go. Okay, and I'll check Facebook too. So I've got one flower in the grass. I think it goes this way. One stem in the grass, one stem on top of the grass sitting in front. And I think that's pretty good. Okay, oh, Joanne's here too. Hello, Joanne. My Big Shot got decorated with Sharpies this past weekend. Gotta love grandkids. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, you gotta love grandkids, hey? Well, at least they didn't ruin it. So, I mean, that's a win-win. The reason I say that is, does anyone remember the Stampin' Up pastels that we used to have? So Stampin' Up used to sell chalks, right? They came in like 48 colors, and I loved my chalks so much. And then I put Q-tips out, and I was letting my son Connor color with the chalks. He must have been around 2. And then he had a temper tantrum, and he took the Q-tip and went bam, 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 and he smashed all my chalks. That was the last time he was allowed to play with my stuff. I was not impressed. Then I bought another set just for me. And I don't even think I have them anymore. Yeah, Carolyn, darling duckling. Thank you, thank you. Oh, Carolyn, you're in BC. Have a fun time. Hopefully the weather's nice. Weather's pretty good here in Edmonton right now. Okay, I think I'm ready. Do you like this, Kathy? You have to make this pretty easy card, right? Okay, so like I said, I haven't really done a coneflower card that has 2 flowers, so I kind of wanted to see how it was going to work. I've done lots with 1. You can see how beautiful it is. Like, you can stamp a second one and just cut out some of the inside layers to give it some texture. I won't with this one because I've got two flowers already on the go. This is my card base. Let's see. Let me put this on my card base. because I don't want my flower going over the edge of the card, because if it does, it's not going to fit in an envelope, and then Canada Post is going to charge me whatever to mail it. It'll probably be another $2 or some crazy thing. Postage is so expensive right now. And then I'll go like this. And then another thing I learned is I was at Staples the other day, and I was doing some photocopying, and I was picking up some paper, and the lady was commenting how expensive paper in general is. She said when she started working a couple of years ago, it was like $3.99 for a paper pack, and now the cheap copy paper is up to like $8 for a paper pack. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, everything's expensive. Okay, what do you think? Isn't that pretty? I like that, but it's missing a sentiment. Okay, honestly, this is bugging me. So I might glue a strip of white paper underneath after the video's done. I don't think I can live with that. That's annoying me. Okay, we need some kind of a sentiment. I don't know, is this punch current? I just grabbed it from my punch shelf. I also have a banner cut, but that's die cuttings, or sorry, that's, yeah, die cuttings, so that's cheating. This is why it's great to have a punch. Now, can I make this prettier? Maybe I don't need to make it prettier. I feel like that's a little bit big. What does this thing do? 2 inches. Let's see what this kind of edge would do here. I know it's 2 inches. I'm just trying to create an interesting thing for my, ooh, that's pretty. Oh yeah, I like that. This is some kind of a border punch. It is current because I did a really cool card at my retreat, and it used, what did I call it, a tag. It had a whole bunch of tags on the card. Don't know how to describe it right now. Okay, I'm just going to put It's Your Day on here because I think that'll fit nicely in my spot. I'm looking at the time. I'm still in my time limit. I give myself 30 minutes for a card, and that's it. Otherwise, I bore you guys to tears, I'm sure. So I don't want to do that. Okay. Make sure that's inked up nice. Let's see. We'll go here. Yeah, that looks a little fancy. Okay, let's trim this off. Oops, get that on there nice. Yeah, that looks kind of pretty. I think I can put some gems around here. Okay, so that says It's Your Day. Now, what kind of gems do I have? What kind of gems do I have? Oh, I still have some of these from yesterday. These are these strawberry slush ones. But I think I told everyone yesterday when I did my video, I haven't used it. I've used barely any of the pink ones. I just really like these. Let's just put some more up here. Put some down there. And then what are we going to put here? Maybe a little ribbon. Let's see what we got here for ribbon. Oh, I have this green ribbon. Nope, no green ribbon. Ah, linen thread. When all else fails, linen thread comes to the rescue. Okay, not linen thread. Oh, look, I got this pretty gold stuff. Gold twisted thread. I think it's all retired, but that's okay. Okay, we're just going to use, this is like one of these basics. It's not linen thread, but it comes in a 5-pack of baker's twine. I think this is crumb cake, but there, it just fills in that little space, right? It looked a little bulb. Oh, I really want to use that. I don't know where I picked that up. 164603. Check it out, you guys. See if it's still current, because sometimes when things retire, they're still available, right? It's not like the days in the past where when it was gone forever and you couldn't get it anymore. Now it may or may not be available. Okay, so that's my card. Let's just pop this up with dimensionals again. Do you guys use the edges of your Stampin' Dimensionals? Use every little bit. Okay, I really like how this easy stamping card turned out. Like I said, minus this, but I think this is so beautiful that, you know, nobody's going to notice that little boo-boo. Okay, let's check out my card. I'm gonna close this up. This looks way cuter, I think, than this. I'll have to use that die more. Or not that die, that punch, the edge punch. And I'll just check because somebody I'm sure knows what it's called. Maybe not. Okay, let's put this away. Let's just put this away. I can show my beautiful card besides my mess. Okay, that is the card sketch for today. So easy stamping 123, number 88. Number 87 was last Wednesday. You can see I'm still using these gems, so make sure you pick up a package of these gems if you have these cards. And then I also shared this card yesterday. This could actually be an easy stamping 123 card sketch. This is pretty easy. This is just stamps, paper, ink. Oh, I guess this is an embossing folder. Ah, pretty close. And then I've made this one as well. Right, that was my video yesterday. This is not easy stamping 123, but I just wanted to show you the versatility of this stamp set and how beautiful it is, these beautiful cards. And then also in my virtual card class, I've got another 3 cards designed that we are making on, I think it's the 28th then, whatever that Monday night is, the last Monday of July. So thanks for joining me today. I hope I've given you some ideas on an easy card sketch you can try. And use your imagination. I'd love to see what stamp set you're going to use. Maybe I'll have to challenge myself to make another card with this sketch and decorate the inside. I didn't decorate the inside today, but this stamp has a lovely butterfly. So I think I'll add a white layer, and then I'm just going to add the little butterfly right there, the little butterfly inside, and I think that'll be super cute. Thanks for watching me today, you guys. And next week, my birthday's on the 23rd, so I usually have like a birthday card bash week. I'm going to try to do a video a day at noon. No guarantees if it works, but that's my plan. And then I'm just going to focus on birthday cards at noon, and it'll just be a quick 30-minute video, 5 days in a row. That's the plan. Unless something comes up, but hopefully you'll join me then. And I hope you have a great day, everybody. And if you're scrapbooking tonight with me, join the Facebook page. It's going to be lots of fun. Thanks. Bye.